who's left? Who's not here? 2, 3, 6, 7. Who's missing? Jeff. Actually ordered it before and after. 3 is Jeff Perkins. So, who's got one? Who's got one? Take your ball. So yellow's on there. Yellow there. Red's there, yep. Is that 2? So who's missing Jeff? Trying to ring you.
Is this me?
That's where you're playing.
Oh, you're playing.
That's where you're playing.
I'm playing over there. Oh, so I go here.
You have to pull it out again.
Hell, geez, your riddle's gone in.
Yeah.
Spice enough.
Where's
on here.
Jeff?
He's on his way. Who's coming?
It's mostly entertaining.
Everyone else knows. They're entertaining us.
Dave's running a brew at how well it's unbelievable. Thought I got number 1, you're number 2.
Jeff coming to the ball.
This is like a 3-step process to work out.
Hey, going back to the map.
This is yeah, we are.
I actually played
Black over there.
I'm like you.
Oh yeah, there's a man. Excuse. Red. Over there, Gus. Who's left?
7. I'm 8. I'm 7.
Red. So red's over there. Who's left?
What have I got? White or black here?
Red one. Yellow.
Jake knows what's going on.
I still half don't know what's going on.
I've got 2 blacks and men. Gus and Theo. So this goes on here.
God almighty.
Quick math.
Should have got off.
I think it's still 7.
Don Weston, table 5. Don Weston, table 5. If anyone knows him, please tell him to go upstairs to table 5.
Mate, Robbo.
On there. Okay, we have Mark Robinson and Sean Dempsey in the last 8, and Ken Beaumont, Alex Everardis. See the other two anyway, there's the others, Jake. I think so. Yeah, and the other 4 are Gus DeGiorgio, Tusha Singh, Jake McCartney and Ken Beaumont.
No, Jeff.
Oh no, is it?
Jake
Jeff.
and Jeff.
Sorry, Jake and Jeff. I apologise for that, guys. I'll get on to Mark Robinson's frame. It's just got a little bit of a problem in here with the red and black bars. If the red passes this yellow down in the corner, I think he can go through and just nudge the other red out and then he'll be on to the other 2. Obviously it looks like it does. Ooh, didn't want a Chinese snooker there. I think he'll be still alright. And Alex has fouled. This gives him Ken ball in hand. I think if he's feeling it, I would be playing where the 2 reds are down here, pushing the other red, play the red under the yellow and push the other red over the other side, but he's Going the other way. I would have left that ball for a backup. Anyway, we'll see how he goes. Back on Robbo's table. He's still on the out and looking. Oh, that's a great shot from Robbo to get up the top. And he has missed that ball, but has gotten lucky. Robbo just needs to make sure he gets down the table here to give angle to get back out for the black. And he has missed it because that's what he had to do, was force it. That's a great shot from Alex to chip his yellow over a bit. Whether or not he meant that, I don't know. We now have Sean Dempsey at the table on a pretty straightforward out, really. Oh, except one yellow near the black. Again on the other side of it.
Right here, that one. Button on the bottom. Yeah.
And I'm just being joined with a good mate of mine, Dakota Cook. Some people would say we have a bit of a rivalry, but it's not really. It's just a bit of banter between each other.
Bit of pool love.
That's it, mate. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. What do we
That's
got
good.
going on over here?
Well, we got Robbo just missed an easy sort of, well, not an easy one. It was a pretty hard sort of a pot. But Sean's on and out now.
Over on the other table, you got Kent and Alec, who
Yeah, well, Alex just played a good shot to get his yellow up the top and use the white to push the red over the hole.
Yep.
Which is a good shot, and I think he'll use the red here to get back out off the rail and back out to the centre pocket like that. It's, oh, this is going to be ugly. And he's not fucking happy with that. He's thrown the rest. He's not happy.
even earlier, I think he probably thought he should have ran that rack earlier and just
Well, he should have
trickled
but
that yellow.
Anyway, you got to get over that sort of shit, haven't you, Dakota? It's
Just be careful. I just went and stood over there. You can kind of hear.
righto. We've been told to keep our voices down, so we're going to tone it down a little bit, guys, so people can't hear what's going on.
I don't think Lansborough knows what toning down is.
Dakota, don't be like that, mate. That's just not right, mate. We're going to have another rivalry again. Well, I think it should just knock
So
you
look
out.
over here. Sean should go one zip up here on Mark. Sean just
And this is a good little out from Shawnee.
Shawnee just did come from a
Sean has just sort of punished Mark's miss, and we shouldn't actually say anything yet until he has bothered the black. Commentator's curse.
he was
But
just
I'm
playing
pretty
blue
sure
mink.
he's
He
not
was
gonna-
playing Adam and
Well, Adam chopped up
Adam
a couple of frames there,
Yeah.
and that is 1-0 to Dempsey.
He's just flying though, Dempsey lately, isn't he? One of the greatest, well, not shouldn't say the greatest, but one of the real.
Well, he's a
up
big
and
up and
comers.
coming player, very big up and coming player.
I've always said that COVID done him really well. It really fast tracked his development because all he was doing was running rucks at home during those 3 to 4 years. Were all locked
Yeah,
up.
but sometimes Dakota running racks don't mean anything because you got to have a secondary game.
Absolutely, but when you're at home every day potting balls,
On the
nothing else to
table,
do.
yeah, you get muscle memory from potting
Exactly.
balls, so it makes a bit of a difference. We have Sean to break at 1-0 up.
Alex on the black up there.
Very tough cut here for well, it looks tough from the screen. I don't know whether it's and it was tough from the screen. Yeah, it was.
Alex seems a little bit jolty at the
A
moment.
little bit nervous. I
You-
think.
you feel like-
well, you wouldn't think Alex would be nervous, but yeah,
You gotta
it's
feel
like-
like Kent's got to take these.
But then, look, Kent probably pots these. I would think.
Well, this is Kent's. It's the deepest he's gone so far. He's had a
Yeah.
had a good draw, but you
I
got to
mean,
make
look,
the most of it.
Kent's going to be very nervous out there. Alex has been at this end for a long time. I think he's played that ball to land on this one, but that ball there that he's just potted, I think I would have liked that to be my last ball because it was an easy ball to land on the black. He just potted. Now he's actually got to travel.
I think he just rolls through this.
Yeah, this is an easy roll, but then you've still got to make these other two balls the other way. Like, see, now he's on the other side. He's got to play through this and come up. And then he still has to play another good shot. And this is where it gets, see what I mean? Like,
Do you
just
just
like that? It's
see, you know what I'm thinking here? Do you just sort of trickle off the red to
Well,
the
you have
side
to.
rather than come back over?
you have to come and try and sit back behind this red. And Robbo's got a little stiff there on that shot. So I think he might still have the ball up the top. I can't quite tell from the camera angle whether it's too close.
He's only got that one red to sort of deal with. If
And he's
gone
actually
reds.
having a dip at this to cut it in, and you know, if he pots it, it's great. But if he doesn't, which he's overhit it, and he leaves Alex straight black. Now that's just, look, to be honest, that's just no match time out there. Like, it's, you know, you don't play that shot. You try and safety it.
I don't think Kent's yet to play a player like Alec so
No,
far.
well, that's the thing. Look,
So-
he's playing Alec, who's done everything in the game, and Alex still, people still fear Alex, if that makes sense. Now he's a bloke. This is his final 80s. He's already done his game, mate. He's made the 80s, done his bit. Whatever he gets extras now, but
Yeah.
that shot to the centre there, if he's probably, see, he's shaking his head there, probably thinking about it. Oh, maybe I should have chipped off it.
Oh, that was a
You
great
said.
shot there by Robbo to open up the yellow. Probably drifted a little
Yeah,
bit
wouldn't
further
have
back than he would have liked, but now he's got a. This will test the queuing,
Yeah, I think he'll probably look at.
stunning it.
No, I'm probably more looking. Well, it depends. I can't quite see, Dakota, whether that yellow passes to the top pocket, because if it does,
Which one are you talking about?
the one over here.
Yeah. So I think
But
he's going
where
to
he
stun
can
this
get to
one and then play the one below the red there.
If he can pot this and get
Yeah.
on this ball, well, no one can see what we're pointing at, so that's bad. But the red below, the red just above, where the two yellows are, if he can land on the bottom one, I think he's got to go into the rail like that. That's a great shot from Robbo, and I think he can stun into the. Wow, no, you probably want to just.
Force it.
No, I think you probably just want to either stun into the red slightly, or just hold where it is and put the yellow in the centre. Then you can, if he lands straight here, like that.
Forced it.
Yeah. Now we
Thanks,
can
Robert.
just slide up over to the right, and he puts the yellow in the centre and the black straight in the corner. Or is it too straight?
Does he
much
come back
angle.
around and play it in the corner?
I think he's got to come back off the back of the red with the white. I don't think he can cut it and hold for the centre, so he's probably got to.
Run around the back of the red and play it in the same pocket.
No. He'll actually run, put a bit of running right side on it, and off the rail into the back of the red, and that'll hold him for the yellow in the centre. Just like that. That's a good shot, Rob.
Great shot.
Yep. I'll call that shot, but. And
That's not a bad pot there by Ken, but
not a bad pot.
hasn't really
Done
helped him
himself
too
any
much.
favours, no. Get back onto Robbo's game. Should be able to just pot this and take the black. He should actually run into the black here, I think, and just push it over a little. Perfect. Straight back into the centre.
Who's your tip to take it out?
Well, I've got a couple, mate. To be honest, either this bloke here, Mr. Alex Everardis, or Mr. Mark Robinson, or I don't even mind if Torsha Singh gets up.
Are they
'Cause
in
I
your
actually have
Calcutta?
all three of them.
Yeah. As usual, Rabbit does well at these Calcuttas.
Well, it was a bit unfortunate not to have 4 in there, actually. Adam Blumick missed 2 crucial blacks, and yeah, that let young Sean Dempsey through. And good on you with little Sean, though. He's a good kid and good up-and-coming player. That's a great shot from Alex, I should say.
It's going to be interesting to see how he works these ones out, Alec, because he's really good at these little tactical frames. Whether he's going to...
Well, I don't think the black passes the yellow, so he's got to do something with it. And I think by my liking, he plays the red here into the rail and pushes the other yellow dead on the rail. So play this in behind and just sort of kill the other yellow and then leave his red over the hole. I don't think he can pot it, but he can just get it in there. He's tried to actually pot that because he's hit it first, but now he's opened the game up.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. If it didn't pay off, all Kent's balls will be on. Now I think he's probably just playing the play here.
He's covered the black because the black's a hard one to get to because even they don't link. The yellows do not link. You play one ball here, then these 2 don't really link to get to that black, which is the hardest ball to get onto the black. And he's missed that. He's nervous out there. This is his first last quarterfinals, and no doubt he'd be nervous out there.
Yeah,
and especially playing the play you're playing as well. Alex has done everything in the game, and I would actually probably be on my 3rd round of knickers by now, or jocks I should say. I don't wear knickers, you're spastic. But yeah.
So Robbo just missed his first pot, opened up the dead red, and now Sean's just going to... You'd think he'd probably
at the table, righto.
Yeah, mop these ones up, you'd think, but pressure does wonderful things. Sean's actually been playing really well. He's been putting himself out there, playing a lot of cash matches down at Bar 8 we've seen.
Sean's a brilliant player. He's definitely going to be one of the top Victorian players coming through.
I'm just wondering when he's going to get a new playing jersey, because I reckon he's been wearing this Sean Sharkey one since 1988.
No, I think he had a couple of years prior to that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does wear that a bit. It's obviously a lucky shirt for him or something.
It is a nice shirt.
Or maybe I should go over there and take it off him.
I mean, we finally saw Jake upgrade from his All-Star to his Ultimate Pool Jake Star one. That only took
a Jake Star.
You can also see up the back there.
Yes, Jake has
leaned on the black up the back there.
Played that up there.
We're back to this. It's a little bit of a...
That's actually not a very
He's drifted
good,
too far there, hasn't he?
He has, but I think he's still got an easy plant.
That was a nice shot there by Alec as well. Just pushes his yellow out the way and opens up the red.
Yeah, Alex is...
but still, that red down near the black's going to be a little tricky now that yellow's there as well, because he's got to try and dodge it.
Actually, no, he'll land...
He's got to land nice.
Yeah. But the way Alex plays, I actually think Alex cuts this down underneath this pocket. Just purely because, like you did say, the black's a little... Yet if he gets his...
you think it guarantees him another shot if he does run it down there?
If he runs it down there, he comes...
Whereas if he goes for the double and he misses...
He's liable to let the game go. Whereas if he can cut this red down and cover the bag, I think that's the shot.
So I've missed what Sean did with his first one over there, but he's still at the table, so he's potted it.
No, he's decided to actually put it sort of in line, leave his player a plant, which isn't that easy. But then again... What?
It's not still the first frame, is it?
No, Alec won the first one. Yeah, sorry, mate. And that's the thing there. Look, that was all. Alex left him tough, and I think Alex knows, not being rude, I think Alex knows he's very nervous out there, so Alex is playing a nice percentage there. Sean on and out here. Just a little probably a foot and a half stun back here with Sean, and he'll be
So this is almost Alec.
yeah, I think he's actually got to go around the back of that yellow.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very good shot from Alex.
Slightly caught it, but
Yeah,
managed to
a very good shot.
made it
He's
work.
made sure he's out. He's got that there.
Just an
And
update
Gus
on-
is 3-1 on the other table, and Sean Dempsey pots that, and that's 2-1 to Sean.
And 2-0 to Alec.
Alex
there.
spots that, and that's Alex is 2-0 up on Ken Beaumont.
So just for those, as you can see, probably, if you don't know, Gus is playing Tusha Singh at the back there, who's 3-1 was that?
Yeah, I think
And Jake McCartney on the other table behind Sean and Mark Stream playing Jeff Perkins.
right up here.
And it's 1-1 over
One
there
all
with
with Jake.
Jake and Jeff. Courtesy of Dan Lynch doing the rounds.
Dan Lynch is just
Sean 1 and
yes, 2, yep, and Alex is 2-0 up, yes. And I was just talking to Dan at the last one that I think Dan needs, the boys need to get together and buy Dan a drone and fly that around the room over the tables. Check a few things
Oh,
out.
straight in off there.
Alex has dumped the white
That
there.
is a crisp break, but nothing but net. Yeah, what do you like here,
Who broke here?
Sean?
Sean. So we come up dry.
Yeah.
So Sean's dry broken here, and well, you got to go yellows. There's heads on them like chooks, except for one yellow with the red down here near the black spot to the right. I don't think it goes anywhere, but he can move it with the other yellow, which is just what he was looking at there. I think yellows are the go. What do you think, Dakota?
I've been looking over here at Kent and Alec, and
Oh,
I watched Alec just dump the white and leave every ball open, and Kent selected the reds. About to play his trickiest one. This is the key shot here, that rail ball down there.
just needs to compose a bit and you know, and
Oh,
that's
straight
like
into
it's
the rail.
just missed him and yeah, Alex will make him
So now
just
Alec,
move a few balls around, and Robbo has gone yellow, as I said.
I think he was trying to land a little bit closer to that yellow and run underneath it and play.
This is quite funny when you see this on camera. Now on camera, that looked like he was trying to cut into the corner. He's up the top. So, Dan, these camera angles are a bit weird.
you get used to it.
Yeah, I got used to that because I was looking at things. I was just trying to cut it to the corner, and he puts it at the top. But anyway,
Mark's left himself a little bit hampered here. No real shot, so he's got to go across the table.
yeah, that's a good shot though. But then short, yeah, well, with a black down there too, he's got a bit of coverage.
See, I thought Alec was just going to drop that yellow in and then use that one up near Bork to try and get into the ones down the below there.
I think he had the right, and Sean's missed us pretty easy ball to the centre there. He's also, what he's actually done is covered the yellow with a red for Robbo, which he was going to use to break out the other yellow. So Alex will just play a bit of a containing push down here, and
He's leaving opportunities every frame,
yeah.
but it also makes you wonder if he's just sort of playing the play here.
I think so.
Will he tighten up?
I think he's definitely playing the player and saying, well, move that ball away from my yellow so I can use the centre pocket, and then when you miss, I'm going game. And that's a little harsh, but I suppose sometimes with the
I think we're all sort of prone to playing the player at some point, aren't we?
well, look, yes, and like judging from the first 2 frames of what he's hit, and he's looking at the ball, and that's that isn't the ball to play because you do actually open.
And
I think the red opening of the pocket here to lay up on it, and you don't leave Alex a shot. And see, he has missed that, and Alex, that's what Alex did. He made him play that just to open that up and give Alex the straight out now.
Michael Skerry does videos on all these, and that was a prime example of baiting them into a shot.
Yeah, well, he did. He baited him right into
shot.
that shot, and I think the ball that's down on the pocket where Alex is now, that was the ball to play because he could keep Alex off everything with that ball. But Alex just, as a like we said, a first timer into the final 8. Now this is the ball that he wanted the shot on and moved that yellow. So now he's got the centre bag for it.
Well, he's landed the wrong side of this one.
No,
he's going to play the one with the black.
Use the other one.
The one next to the black now.
Yeah. Follow up to the top for the other ball, and Sean has played a change over there.
That's a great pot there by Alec.
And Tush and Gus is the score is 3-2. If anybody wants to, Tush is 2. Yep. Come on. No, I shouldn't.
Pico 160 Calcutta by
Who?
Greg Jeff, right?
Yeah, that's the thing with these sort of tournaments, isn't it? The Calcutta, because it's a blind draw. If you can get a good run, and you sort of dodge all the favourites, you can go pretty deep in these things. So,
$190.
So, yeah, Jeff Perkins was bought for 160 in his group, and whoever bought that group has just earned themselves $1,290 guaranteed.
Where's mine?
I haven't got your name.
Why haven't you got my name in there? Where's mine? Mine in there. Come on. Did Alex got that? So
Alec takes a 3-0 lead.
3-0 lead to Alex.
Jake looks like he's about to go 2-1 up.
Sean's pointing to something on the table.
Oh, Doc got it.
Doc got who?
Doc bought Jeff.
Ah, right. Ooh, that's
interesting.
That's very interesting that Sean Dempsey's just played there, because he has give Robbo the chance to actually pot this yellow in the centre and screw into the red and yellow, and
he's still a little bit
the yellow down over the hole.
Definitely a lot of work to do
for the Easter competition.
But as I said before, on screen it looks like it does.
I don't think it
rigged
goes.
and one by Joe.
No. He can pop this yellow in the centre, screw into the red and yellow.
The second one was
which bring the other yellow
rigged and
down
one by
the
Combi.
bottom pocket.
But does he
but
want
he
to?
still has the
one's
balls
definitely
up
rigged
the
and
top.
I don't think he wants to
Kerry.
disturb it, because he's still got the yellows up near the black
you
as
all.
well. You don't want to make it
Yeah.
easy for Sean, and he's still got the dead yellow on the side rail there. Wouldn't say
Yeah.
dead, but it's definitely not tricky. So there's definitely work to be done. I'm not too sure if he's going to have a crack here. I definitely think he'll be looking for somewhere to play safe.
Maybe Robbo just clips off this yellow, tries to get up the top somewhere. We'll see by camera. It doesn't even look like he can hit this yellow, but obviously he can. Yes, he can.
Yeah, that's a nice little shot there.
That's a good shot.
Is Sean going to get sucked into this pot?
Yeah, I don't. I think Sean will just try and pop this to the corner, and if he can get underneath this bottom reds, not come through. No, he's decided. Oh, that's
Go the
gone.
double.
That's gone ugly for him. Yeah, that's. I see what he's trying to play. He's trying to play that under. Let's give Robbo an extra shot to get to deal with this yellow problem he has here.
I feel like that shot there probably puts Robbo favourite now in this frame.
After he's
It's
pushed
put
that,
him a shot back there.
well, he's now he can deal with this what he's looking at now, which has been the problem. He can deal with it now, but he also needs. I think he needs to get a ball out to go under the black, if that makes sense. DK, because I don't think he can pot that yellow that's near the black. I don't think it
Yeah,
goes.
I think you're correct there.
So I think Robbo needs to get a ball over that side of the table to actually go under to open the game up for him. And I think he's open. He's got pretty much the next shot because he's left him off that top red. So Sean can't get it out now, and that still gives, with what we call Robbo, an extra shot. So I'm not sure where Sean's going with this. I just can't.
Yeah, sometimes you'd like to just be in their heads and just wondering what they're thinking.
Well,
how these players think.
The red's right in front of the white there. To me, it looks like it can go up under this one here, go up under the yellow and black, which is a shot I'd play off the side rail if it was me, because that gives him the biggest chance of winning the frame. If he can play this into the rail and get under the yellow like that, but it's, yeah, look, I mean, that's a good shot. Robbo still has to get another yellow, which he's got one here, to try and close that up. I think Robbo plays the plant here, actually. I think Robbo plays the 2-ball plant into the centre, which slides the first yellow towards the left.
I just feel like
he's actually going to play it straight up there now to give him a chance to. Yeah, that's a great shot from Robbo. That is
and
huge.
He's plotted it.
That is a huge shot from Robbo.
I don't think he wanted to pot it though.
Oh, look, it still puts Robbo in the box seat. Now Robbo needs to actually like double another one over this side of the table again, so he can use it to get.
Ken on this table over here has a great opportunity now to get his first frame on the board. I really think that he'll be wrapped just to get a frame.
Just to get a frame.
Just to get a frame, absolutely.
And Robbo's put 3 balls up there now. And I don't know what's going on there now.
And he's going to have no better opportunity than this.
And yes, but this black's not easy to land on.
Yeah, just play the one he's playing and then use that one up there to drift down.
Yeah, he should be able to drift down.
Screw down there.
He's landed. He's come way too far.
Yeah, I definitely think he's on the wrong side there.
Yeah, and he's going to try and load up on this something fierce. And that's a brilliant shot, but he just hasn't come far enough. Look, he's left himself a double. And, you know, good luck to him if he can nail this double and get a frame on the board. But, you know, just another couple of rolls and he's got that fat to the centre. But this is cut back angle and It's not there.
Oh.
And this is that's pretty stiff.
We just want Kenty to
Yeah,
get a
and
frame.
I don't think he's going to get a frame. I think this is going. Is this round?
For the bronze cup,
These rounds race to 4, Dan, or yes. So.
Tunstall on table 6
And that's another.
downstairs.
This is another
Reece
great shot
Godden
from
and
Robbo
Phil Tunstall, table
to get the ball up
6.
there.
Mike
So we are
Ballum,
5 this
Wayne
round.
No, it's 4 now.
Conor
4 now.
Gardner, table 1.
5 next round.
Mike
For
Ballum,
6 final.
Wayne Conor Gardner, table 1. Nathan Harris, Jason Carey, table 2. Nathan Harris, Jason Carey, table 2 downstairs.
4. Yep. Next round.
Liam Hackshell, Glenn O'Connell, table 3. Liam
Beautiful there
Hackshell,
by
Glenn
Alec.
O'Connell,
Yes,
table
bit of
3.
a minced meat over here with Robbo and Sean. No one
Yeah,
wants to
they're
give this
sorta-
frame away.
Yeah, they got a very big tug of war match. I think we could probably go and have a steak and a hamburger and a few stubbies and come back and the score would be still the same, I think. Not that case
Alec
on
just
the other
far
table.
too strong there.
Yeah, Alex was always going to be too strong there. It would have been nice for the young Kent to have gotten a frame, but that's not going to happen. And with this black, that puts Alex into the semi-final.
Do you expect anything less from the SA great?
I do not.
From the Australian great?
Yes, I
Even.
do not. I do not. Go the goat.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Dan. Dan, the man,
To be
come
confirmed,
back
though.
and to be confirmed, that is. And Dan went
That's a
away
brilliant
twice
shot
now
there
and
by
hasn't come
Robbo.
back with a drink.
He's now just forcing Sean to play
Very,
this red.
Very
He's up
thirsty. His
against now.
commentary
As long as it's
blowing the
not
tongue
touching.
around a lot. I'm not used to talking that much.
I think Sean's just looking at that black, seeing if he can drift off that red and making sure he's not going to pot it.
Oh, I don't
Or
like
is
it.
it jack
I
up and
don't. Oh, I don't think he's going to hit it too hard. Yeah, no, that's not. He's fouled. He has fouled. Yeah, he's hit that double. You could see it, and you know, good kids called it. It's a good call from him, and that's probably look with the calibre of Robbo. He especially ball in hand, he can put it here and develop this little bit of a.
But still no gimme. There is a little
No,
bit
it
to do.
isn't. It's he doesn't want to force that first yellow too far, and that's why I think he's having a bit of a look at it. I think he puts the yellow close in here, and pots the ball. No, you're right. Oh, actually, yeah, I will. I'll shout though, Dan. Hang on.
No, you're right.
No, you're right there. Yeah.
See, I'm just wondering if
Grab me a Jack
if you can
and
sort of put the
just
white
a
next
Jack
to the red
stubby,
there and
can I
flick
get a pot
a
of
yellow.
ice with it, please. And just grab whatever you
Into
want.
it.
You sure you don't drink?
Yeah, I'm good. No, so he's not electing that, so maybe it's not on there.
So I
either.
think what he's doing here is he's going to try and pot this. That's why he's moving it a bit, and I think he wants to screw back into the red, like that, which hasn't worked out very well for him at all.
Yeah, see, I was wondering just
It's,
there, maybe it's a little bit conceiving from over here, but
Yeah.
I didn't mind putting the white next to the
Two yellows
next
together.
to the,
That's what
next
I
to the
did.
red and flicking a yellow into the other yellow and coming off the
Yes,
top
well,
rail.
I was similar. I was where the two reds were with the black. I would have liked to have put the white close to those two and just chip off and push the other ball over with the white, which could bring it out. But I could see where Robbo's thinking, because like from where we are here, we can't really see how close they are, and maybe Robbo just thought it, you know. I mean, if Robbo catches that red a little thicker than that, it's perfect. But now it's like
He's
it's a
put
bit
himself in a
tough. And I
pickle here.
think the shot here from Robbo is to play the edge of the yellow and try and sit in
Or
on
do you
top of
just-
the other yellow.
Do you double the yellow into the red and just push it down the rail?
Actually, you know what? Robbo's going to play this yellow in on the other yellow and flick the other yellow out like that. That's a
Dang.
great shot from Robbo. And he's left him nothing, yeah. And that's
got
left him now the run out, because everything
Mick
goes.
Norton, John Carver, table 4. Mick Norton, John Carver, table 4.
that is a frame-winning shot there by Robbo.
That was a brilliant
And
shot
I called
from
it.
Robbo. He,
That's my one correct call in about 30.
well, that's put you one up on. Oh no, I had a couple of calls, didn't I? But yes, no, it was a good shot from Robbo. He had to think it out a bit. What's wrong? And young Sean's in.
He's going to have to take the real fine cut here.
I think he does take the fine cut, but well, look,
Being hampered as well.
Dakota, even if he does pot this, he's in a world of hurt here, unless he can actually get. Yeah, he doesn't pot that. He's tried to actually leave him off everything, and he's left him on. So I think Robbo will take this frame. He's got to be careful here that he doesn't just cover that black though with the other
just
yellow.
at the back there, just want to jump in there real quick and give an update. We have Gus, who has beaten Tusha, and looks like Jake has beaten Jeff. So
those
our
matches
3 semi-finalists so far, we have Alec, Gus DeGiorgio and Jake McCartney. So we can solely focus on this one match here.
Okay. And
does that sneak
yes,
under?
Robbo has landed perfect there. I even think he can just sort of, he's landed that well. I think he can just pass this other yellow and put the yellow straight back in the same pocket. And then the black
Glenn
is
Warner,
just
Jamie
drifted
Staines,
in.
table
Yeah,
5.
it goes
Glenn
in under
Warner,
and then
Jamie
pass.
Staines, table
just
5.
like that. Well, as I said,
Goes nicely.
that black did sliver a little there, but it stayed out of the way.
And there you go.
And
We'll
that
see a
will
2-all
be
here.
2-all. We should never call this until that black has been potted. Thanks, mate. Good on you, Dan. Dan, the man, has
that was
just
actually a
brought me
really
beverage.
good frame.
A very good frame.
Those people that say there is no tactics in international rules, that was just a very good tactical frame. Now you can speak, Steve.
Dakota
it's good to get a word in every now and then.
Dakota Cook's looking like getting his arm chewed off.
I'm just trying to get a word in. Just trying to get a word in. I get half a sentence
we
in
have
and then,
someone over
and
here.
then Lansbar is like, I'm taking over.
Do you want to come over here and sit down, mate? Do you want to have a bit of
McNaughton, John Carver, table 4. McNaughton, John Carver, table 4. Glenn Warner, Jamie Staines, table 5.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I want to go. That's what I want to do. So these things need to. Stop commentating. I want to fucking go. I finished 5 hours ago. I want to go home. Is it? 2-all?
Yeah, 2-all, yes. 2-all and Robbo to break.
I'm basically getting pushed out the door here.
And that's a very good break from Robbo. And the Reds have got heads on them like mice if this first red goes in the centre.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great tournament by Jeff Perkins and also Kent.
And also
I think it's both their quarters, first time banking the quarters in any tournament. So it's absolutely massive, and it's good to see these players sort of coming through as well.
Jeff
and
Friday night comp.
Oh, Jeff was also runner-up in the Friday night comp, Dan says. So
and well done to Tusha Singh for getting through as well. DK, don't, you know.
Tush just does Tush things. He had a really good match as well. He did take out Steve Jamison, I believe, in the second round. It was a high quality match from what I was told. A couple of racks run there.
Yes, and then he took out the young Joseph Evans, his next round. And then he took out a very fiery Justin Kennedy.
So he's had a tough run here. Had a very good run, so very well deserving there for Tush.
Yes, and then he copped a little machine in the Gus DeGiorgio.
Yeah, see, this is, I just
Gus
thought...
just does Gus things. And this
just
is
looking at that Calcutta, this is why I thought Gus went really cheap. 1,300 compared to a lot of these players, I think is really cheap.
Yes, and this is what we call the linking triangle effect. These are just pretty much all tappings.
ABC for here for Robbo, but tell you what, if I'm playing, this is A to Z.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm playing, I probably followed that into centre pocket as well. I put too much topspin on it. Well, this one here, I fly too far and snooker
Funnily
myself on
enough,
the rail under the yellow. But
I was
Robbo,
watching,
this is just like, look at that. Like,
I was watching Josh play Alec in the first round, and that's exactly what he did. He had a ball on the side rail, ball over the bag, and he's topped it too much and went straight in off and lost 3 zip. A couple of racks runs there as well. It's beautiful. Beautiful to watch this.
Very nice. He's just a great cueist, Mark Robinson, brother of Neil.
Brother of Neil. For those that don't know, Neil is actually in the final of the snooker.
He is.
Come
yes.
from 5-3 down against Sean Murphy to win 6-5.
Robbo actually told me a very funny story once when they were over at Worlds. He went over there to watch his brother, and he was in the foyer, and everyone actually thought Mark was Neil, his brother. So Mark, being Mark, had to impersonate his brother as Neil for a while.
I believe I've heard that story as well.
Yeah. Okay, we are 3-2 up. Mark Robinson is 3 and Sean Dempsey 2.
It's good to see the crowd stick around for this one. It's always
It
good
is.
playing in front of a crowd, isn't it?
Usually you get down to these sort of things around now and there's no one in the background. There's only 1 or 2 people.
I can tell you what, Australia is...
And
we really don't
Sean's-
have good hairlines in Australia,
look,
do we? 'Cause
young Sean has done the white here, and oh my God, the heads on these yellows are as good as the last frame, and Robbo inside is just like chomping the bit, but he's still going to just make it look like I'll take a bit of time before I start, map the out, but
yeah, I think Shawnee would be very disappointed with himself with that one.
oh look, I mean, especially with the break, because you look at it, as good as little Shawnee is, if he doesn't dump the white there and he pots a ball, he's running this rack, and it could have been 3 all. They're not all in yet, but these balls, the biggest thing is they actually link twice. There's a couple of balls there that if Robbo actually runs out of room, he's got another linking ball to get him back into position. So,
Yeah, and it's just a matter of time, I think, before Sean wins one
look,
of these majors as well. He's just really improved, and he just won the Friday night comp as well.
yeah, 100% DK. And look, the thing is with winning these tournaments, it's like anything. It takes a bit to win one because you get a little nervy, but once you win one, then you know you can win, and then he'll just go from there, you know.
Yeah, it's funny
But
enough you say
it's
that.
just that
You speak to all these top players and they say, same with making your first state team. It's
Yeah.
the first one's the
The
hardest
fir-
to make, and as soon as you make it, they just feel like the
100%.
floodgates open. You just feel so much more
100%,
confident, and they
mate.
become easier.
I know, like I this is my second sport, DK, as you know, and I did a lot of clay shooting years ago, and I've shot for Australia, and like
I just thought you were a professional Calcutta buyer.
nah, mate. And look, coming through, I know for probably I made that many finals. I think it might have been 12 or 13
this one. Sorry,
major
mate, sorry to
finals.
bite you in there,
and
but
this is just a great pop. Look
This
at
is
this.
just absolutely beautiful.
He's
by
just
Robbo.
he's cueing magnificently.
And you can just tell he's just zipping around the table now. He's full
Yep.
of confidence. So there
And
you
he
have
is
it.
good. There's our other
4-2.
finalist.
Mark Robertson. So commiserations there to
dump the
Sean. He'll
mic on
definitely
the
be
ground.
disappointed, but I've got no doubt in my mind that he'll
Sean's
he'll
played
take a
very
few
well. He'll take
things
his
out of
hat
that, and he'll move on to the next tournament and
Yes.
bring better things. So as it stands, we have Mark Robertson, Alec Evernatis, Jake McCartney, and Gus DiGiorgio all in the final. And really, who else do you think would have been there? Who else do you think really would have been there? These
Well,
are
the man in the
four
background there.
of
One man in the background there.
4 of the 7 best players
Jamo.
in the room are there. So anyway, guys, stay with us.
Yep.
We'll get the draw done and
we might be
get back into it.
I'm very surprised that Jamo and Rob Bowen are still here because they both went out first rounds.
Are now in the money, so please come and see the desk when you lose, and I
All
can pay you some money.
We might be back a bit later, guys. Thanks. Cheers.
I'm going home. I gotta work.
You going home?
I gotta work.
Shit, that's right.
Crazy.
I'm starting a new stream then.
Sure, Logan will jump in.
Logan.
Good luck.
Logan, do you want to jump in?
We'll just say